We do not have to be ashamed of what we are. As sentient beings, we have wonderful backgrounds. These backgrounds may not be particularly enlightened or peaceful or intelligent. Nevertheless, we have soil good enough to cultivate. We can plant anything in it. This is a quote that I found online that really stuck out to me after I read it. Every person in this world has an origin story or a story that makes up for who they are as a person. It makes up their beliefs and what they usually think. And it usually starts when they are born. But for me, that is not the case. My true origin story started when I was 8 years old and I moved to the US for the first time with my family to create a new life in a new setting with new faces and new language that I didn't know anything about. But even after moving here to the US, I was able to learn so many different things. I was able to get into many more stuff, find out some of the things that I was very into, like different kinds of music, different I met different kinds of people, and I learned so much about myself while I moved after I moved here to the US. Ever since I was a child, I've always been an active kid. I will always dance or just do a lot of physical things. One moment I can recall is back in Dominican Republic. We were staying at a resort for summer vacation, and I danced to Waka Waka by Shakira. You guys know it? Waka Waka ma eh eh. Yeah. In a talent competition that the resort was holding. I won first place and an extra night at the resort for me and my family. And after that moment, I've just never really danced anymore. But after moving here, I recently started listening to K-pop or Korean pop, which is basically pop music but in the Korean language. It is a very distinctive genre with many great artists and groups that release music every now and then. But usually, the main takeaway of K-pop is the choreographies that they always include with their songs and they perform them on stage. Um, I feel like that was the thing that really got me back into dancing. It was the fact that I could follow these choreographies and go back with my love for dancing and moving and doing physical things. A group that really got me into K-pop was Le Sserafim. I learned about them right after a messy breakup that I had. I learned the choreographies and danced them on my own time, which gave me the dopamine boost that I needed after everything. Um, it was sort of an escape, and it was the one way I could be creative by learning moves and steps. And every now and then, I'd just listen to music and just stand up and start dancing, doing like little choreographies, pretending I'm on the stage. During high school, I also made friends with a new group of people, and instead of all of them just being Dominican, it was more diverse. There were people from different Latin American countries such as Argentina and Mexico, as well as Jamaica as well. High school was really the time for me to explore more and get to know more about people and their personalities and how diverse they can all be. But yes, after moving here to the US, I was able to learn so many different things and so many different personalities and how beautiful people can be when diversity is in the picture. I love everybody that's different. Love everybody. In the end, this country made me more self aware and educated in issues that my country never brought up because my country is not very open minded, as this country is. My true origin story started when I was 8 years old and moved to the US for the first time to create a new life. But now that I am here, I don't regret those 11 years for one bit. I explored new hobbies such as dancing and programming. I made new friends who have taught me so many different things. And I learned more about myself and more about what I believed. But as I'm growing older, my origin story still hasn't ended, and it won't end until it is my time. I will continue exploring, learning, and expanding my knowledge more as I continue to grow up. And I wish the same for everybody else to keep your mind open and allow yourself to learn new things, because if you do such a thing, you will you will know so much about everything and know so much about yourself to a point you just to be like, whoa, didn't know this. This works, you know? But yes, um, this is my origin story speech, and thank you so much.